Foxtrot, the worthy winner of the Silver Lion at Venice last year, is the second feature from the enormously talented Israeli director Samuel Maoz. His first, Lebanon, which won the Venice Golden Lion in 2009, was a suspense movie filmed entirely inside the confines of a tank in which four very scared young Israeli soldiers journeyed into hostile Arab territory. Foxtrot is even more ambitious. Divided into three unequal sections, the film has a powerful message about life in contemporary Israel, a message some will find confronting. The film opens with a knock on the door of the Feldman's comfortable modern apartment in Tel Aviv. Michael Feldman, Leo Ashkenazi, opens the door to young soldiers who inform him and his wife Daphne, Sarah Adler, that their son Jonathan has been killed in the line of duty. Daphne immediately faints, but the soldiers know how to deal with this situation. They've dealt with it many times before. This section of the film is strikingly filmed with large close-ups and a stylized approach as the life of the Feldmans is turned upside down. Michael visits his elderly bedridden mother, Karen Igowski, a Holocaust survivor who only speaks German, and who confuses Michael with Avigdor, Michael's older brother. The second part of the film is handled in a completely different style, both visually and dramatically. This takes place at a border post somewhere in the desert. Jonathan Shiray, and three other soldiers, all of them painfully young, are guarding the checkpoint. In a surreal touch, their living accommodation is a shipping container that is slowly sinking into the mud. Their equipment is shabby and dirty. Their daily lives are characterized by extreme boredom. One soldier dances with his rifle as though it were a woman. Occasionally a camel will pass through the border, and from time to time Palestinians also emerge from the desert. Jonathan and his comrades allow some of them to cross without hindrance, while others are searched, made to stand in the rain, humiliated, not so much because they're suspicious, but because the soldiers are bored, and humiliating Palestinians helps pass the time. There's a tragicomic approach to this central section of the film. There are two explanations for the film's title. Foxtrot is the code name for the checkpoint, and Part 3 takes us back to the Feldman's apartment, so that the film is constructed around a one-step forward, one-step back principle, like the dance. This time the apartment looks less well kept than it did before. The cinematography, formerly composed of classically framed images, now changes to mildly jittery handheld style, and this time Daphne, whose presence in Part 1 was limited, takes centre stage. Foxtrot isn't simply a film about a family coping with the loss of a loved one, killed while fighting in a war. The scene with the old mother is a reminder that the past has lessons for the present, and the capriciousness of fate underlines the futility and intractability of the Middle East problem. The cinematography by Giora Bejash is outstanding, and every actor in every minor role in the film is excellent. Foxtrot has been attacked in Israel. It was condemned by the country's Minister for Culture, Miri Regev, who called it a slur on the conduct of the Israeli armed forces. But maybe that's an indication of just how successful and bold Maoz is in telling this tragic but very pertinent and contemporary story. I'm giving Foxtrot 4.5 stars.